so welcome back to my channel. So I absolutely love doing battle videos. As you guys know, I love to bring you guys options that are in the industry right now and comparing them, and obviously that makes a lot of sense for you so that you're not investing or spending all your money on a whole bunch of different products. So anyway, so today's video is on the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer. Hope I got the names right. There's just so many words. I don't understand. Anyways, if you haven't already done so, please pause right now, subscribe to this channel, follow me on all my other socials, and that's where you'll find way more content than just what I post here. We're gonna get right into this video. Alright, so getting right into this, I'm gonna start with the Fenty Beauty. I'm going to apply it on this area, and I like to do my nose, I like to do up to here, and as you guys know, I like to spread it out, so I don't like to put that much. I don't need to go all the way, like it'll spread. Actually, maybe just a little more. Let's not be stingy. Alright, and then next, on this side, I'm going to do the Huda Beauty, and normally I would go and blend it right away, but I kind of want you guys to see the color difference. And Huda spreads a lot, so I feel like if anything I should have put less. I'm going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus on my beauty blender. That sets it nicely to catch all of the products that's been sprayed away. And let's start with Fenty. So this side is Fenty, and as you guys can see, it's so creamy, so it's so easy to blend out. It's so easy. And my nose, I like to do that area because I'll contour it nicely with my Bobbi Brown stick, but this is amazing. If anything, I didn't even need that much because I don't like when it goes all the way down here, so you guys can tell, you don't need much product, you don't even need much to do here, you're just patting, and then obviously your setting powder. So moving on to the next side, to be fair, I will spray some extra Fix Plus to make sure it's the same consistency on both sides. And I'm going to go ahead and blend out. And Huda, no matter where it goes, it'll just spread. No matter how much I try to control it, it just spreads. It's so funny. You don't need a lot. Anything what I put on was perfect. So when people cover their whole under eye, when you're using Huda, I don't know where they're spreading it to. It does it. You're just patting it right into the same spot. It really defeats the purpose. So that's why I only like to put a little, and then I work my way. If I need to add some more, I'll dot whatever areas and add some more. But that's pretty much both sides. So as you can tell, this is the Fenty Beauty, and it is a little bit slightly more orangey than the Huda. Huda still looks really good, and they both work really well because they are a little bit of a reddish undertone, but Huda is not as reddish as Fenty. So you can tell my under eyes are pretty covered. It is late at night and I have had a full day, so my bags are still there, but you can definitely see how well it covers, and I really like them both. But the application process is definitely easier, especially around the face and the forehead area and everything, with Fenty Beauty. So this side's Fenty Beauty, this side is Huda. So that pretty much wraps up the application process. So the next category that I wanted to discuss is obviously the price. It is a very important factor. So as you guys know, Huda Beauty is a little bit pricier in comparison to a lot of the competitor brands out there. So for this concealer, it will run you 30 USD, whereas the Fenty Beauty is 26. Personally, they are quite different, so I could justify paying for both of them. But if I were to be more, if I am more budget cautious, I would probably just go with the Fenty because it works wonders anyway. So the next category I want to discuss is after 12 hours. To be honest, I really do believe that the Huda Beauty does really well after 12 hours. I think because it is such a thick consistency, it's such a different concealer in comparison to the Fenty Beauty, which is a more creamy concealer, that kind of performs a little bit better over time. I mean, the Fenty Beauty, you can set it really well and it'll still look really, really, really good after a couple of hours, but I just think there's just something to do with that mattified look that the Huda Beauty offers that makes such a difference. So the next category that I want to talk about is longevity. So how long will the products last you? So the Huda Beauty, literally a little goes a long way. Like, I just feel like I don't like to cake on my makeup. Like, yeah, I do wear a lot of makeup, but I don't like when it's just like a lot of quantity just to cover the same area that you could use less product with. So Huda Beauty goes a long way, whereas Fenty Beauty, because it's creamier, you are applying a little bit more with the Fenty Beauty in comparison to the Huda Beauty. So with that being said, I feel like Huda Beauty would last you a little longer. So not only would Huda Beauty last you a little longer because a little goes a long way, but there is a little bit more offered in the product. So the Huda Beauty is, you're looking at 0.34 flow ounces, whereas Fenty Beauty is 0.27. So not only are you using less products, but there's more product offered in the tube itself. It doesn't look like it, obviously. It really, really doesn't, but there is more offered in here when you buy it. Both brands are very available. Huda Beauty, as the popularity, I believe, over the years has increased, that they've just been more available across the board at Sephora's. So you can get both products everywhere. And in terms of shade, I feel like you're more likely to get Fenty Beauty at all Sephora locations. Like, for example, living in Canada, I get Fenty Beauty at all Sephora locations. Huda Beauty, I do need to go to specific locations to find it, but if you're looking online and you already know what your color is and you're pretty set, you can literally get it everywhere. So in terms of the color, they are two completely different, very different color options for these two brands. So Huda Beauty is a little more on the yellowy side, whereas Fenty is a little more on the orangey side. I do appreciate the orange a little bit because it covers my dark under eyes a bit better than the Huda Beauty, whereas Huda Beauty, it is thicker, so you are using enough on your face to cover anyways with the yellow. I think Huda Beauty matches way better for me, so in this category I would definitely have to say that Huda Beauty takes the cake for that. But I'm not mad at Fenty Beauty at all for the coloring, or for the color option that I personally wear for my face. I still do use it and it still looks really good. I just feel like the Huda Beauty just looks a little bit better with more of a yellow tone. So as you can tell with the 6 categories that we discussed today, both actually tie, and in my personal opinion, I actually really do like both of them. I actually really do like them a lot, because they are such different kinds of concealers. I feel like it's hard to have a proper say as to which I would prefer. I would use them both in different situations depending on where I'm going, what I'm doing, etc., weather-wise, type of year, so many different things. So I feel like it is a huge tie, but stay tuned for more comparison videos in more similar categories. Let me know if you want to see a Fenty Beauty versus NARS, because I think that would be really good. Fenty Beauty versus the MAC 24-Hour Concealer, which would also be extremely good. Those are all very similar concealers, whereas Huda Beauty is a thicker, more fuller coverage concealer, not a creamy concealer, so it is quite different. But I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Please let me know what you guys personally thought. Which did you prefer? And if you guys have them, which do you actually like more? I'd love to hear more and start a conversation below. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll check you guys in my next one. Bye, loves.